What up, champions? Today I want to tell you a story of pain and success. So basically how I went last year from having my back destroyed 4 or 5 times doing squats and deadlifts.
So that's how the next couple of days is gonna look like regarding movement. It's basically gonna be a fucking shit. The end of pain is success. It's all worth it, baby.
To right now being completely 100% healthy and strong as fuck and feeling capable of doing a 7-meter backflip like I did back in 2013 or somewhere there. Yeah, it's a cool story. Let's kind of sit down actually. So this is my training schedule. You get to see this as well. There's some stuff that has not been shown to the public ever. Basically, as you can see, I do a lot of training. And also these days I do about 10 to 12 sessions every week. And of course, I'm training for strength. Why? It's actually a funny story. I was completely obsessed about planche for about 10 years. Most of you know this. And I realized it's goddamn hard if you're weighing 92 kgs and have massive freaking legs to hold such a thing, just because of the leverage. It's extremely difficult. So I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna stop training my legs for a year. And I did that, so I stopped training my legs for a year, and what I got was legs felt a little bit lighter at 80 kgs. I was able to hold some stuff. Planche still was surprisingly difficult because I lost my muscle mass in the upper body as well. Fuck it, So it just didn't turn out very well, and the consequence of me not training my lower back was I had a lot of fucking back pain. And I went to Bali and Thailand, and there I tried squatting and deadlifting up a couple of times, and I always ended up getting injured, which a lot of you can connect with, because there's majority of times the back troubles come from, I did some deadlifts and I had pain. That's why every physiotherapist, or not physiotherapist, but every doctor is going to tell you deadlifts and squats bad for lower back because you get lower back pain, because they get a whole lot of cases where people are lifting on the fucking ego and getting injured, which is exactly what I've done for the past year. The past year, I had my back destroyed 4 or 5 times when I tried to lift in my squat and deadlift. I was so frustrated actually, or I wanted to get my lower body strength because I'm training for the UFC, I'm getting into MMA, I need my fucking legs because I like kicking, I have to kick fucking hard. So I was like, I need to train the squat, and I just, I bought a barbell, Olympic set of planes, the whole shebang, and there is none there because I got a barbell. I even bought a trap bar, the trap bar for deadlifts, because like thinking at the time maybe that's a bit healthier. Doesn't help, by the way. And I even got a trap bar, and I got injured with a trap bar on the first day that I got it. I tried, went for 140, lower back gave out. And I was like, fuck it. Squats and deadlifts are bad for your back. It's just period. Even though at the time I was doing my share of kicking, I was doing martial arts, I was doing a whole lot of training which contributed towards my lower back feeling shitty. But I thought it's the hernia getting worse. I was really concerned. I was saving the money for injury. I thought I was gonna have to get some stem cells or some juice right in there, because shit, if my lower back gets fucked, like I can't, what if it happens in the middle of the fight? I would get some clicks, instability, chronic back pain every fucking day. I would get up, as I would lean towards the sink in the morning, I would literally experience back pain every fucking morning. And still I did my training, but I really thought my best days are gone. I'm fucking 28 right now. I guess those 10 years of free running took its toll. I'm fucking destroyed. Lower back is like, I felt like it's barely holding together, like literally. Then luckily I have a good physio, Dominik Matkovic. I'm giving a shout out to Dominik. We have to give him Instagram link as well underneath. And he was like, I went to him and I was like, shit man, can you do something? Because I was really desperate at the time. I felt like when something like this happens and you don't know why it happened, you're kind of guessing in all your knowledge, like you feel like you don't know shit. And then I just went there and he was like, okay, let's go and do some squats and deadlifts. I was like, fucker, you gotta be fucking kidding me, man. I sold the plates and shit, like I got nothing. Like I was seriously can't expect me to do this. And then he realized my chronic back pain just came from my lower back being too weak. And when I tried to cut back into game with squats and deadlifts, I was lifting too much weight. Doing heavy singles, doing heavy doubles, which a lot of you can connect, and just like pushing hard, which is what I do. But my lower back was not conditioned because I took 1 year off. For 1 year, I did not deadlift more than 50. I deadlifted nothing. And I just went back, and now I was deadlifting 150, 160, because back in the day I deadlifted 225. Which is when I got a herniated disc as well. Like it was on my way to 200. I got it, and then I realized, shit, I got a herniated disc. I went back to training, and I did deadlifts and squats. I got a herniated disc with 160 kgs. and my physiotherapist told me, no, never squat and deadlifts again, which is probably what a lot of you have heard. At the time, I was just like, fuck no, man. I'm just gonna do it with correct form. Because squats and deadlifts are good for strength. And I did it with correct form, and I got to 225 kgs. So I just got insanely strong. I did a 7-meter backflip at the time. I felt on the top of the world. So the problem was not my hernia getting worse. The problem was me getting weak, my squat dropping down, and then me going back to training like a fucking idiot and pushing too hard. I was able to lift the weight because my central nervous system is strong, but my body was not conditioned. So that's why I was like, shit, maybe Darwin has a point. So then we started training in January this year with fucking 60 kgs. I felt like a little girl, just like a little girl lifting some petty weights. And I had mild discomfort, also important to know. So yes, you should start squatting and deadlifting if you have back pain, unless you're training 60 hours a week. In that case, it's probably because of overtraining. So if you deadlift right now and squat less than 50 kgs and you have back pain, it's because you're weak. As simple as that. You gotta realize that. But the way to get strong is very simple. You gotta progressively lift more weight. So you start with very fucking lightweight. Lightweight that feels moderately uncomfortable. On a scale from 1 to 10, it should feel less than 5, absolutely. And after training, you shouldn't experience pain. That's very important. So that's what I did with Darwin, actually. Went back to training. I think I have some, here my notes are a bit shitty. In April training is, what do we have? 82 kgs, 3 sets of 6. So you see very light stuff. Then we got RDL, 1 set of 6 with 72 kgs. Wednesday, 90 kgs, 3 by 6. So just like very slowly, I progressed from January 60 kgs to April. Here we got 90 kgs. And slowly but surely, my lower back felt fine. And I listened to a lot of Mark Ripito as well. This definitely helps. If you have back pain, listen to Mark Ripito. There's some good stuff for your health. And I was like, shit, Mark Ripito considers that you're a weak person if you can't deadlift 500 pounds and can't squat 400 pounds. I was like, shit, man, because I'm considering myself a strong individual. He was like, man, if you can't squat 400 pounds, you're a pussy. If you're a young man and healthy and strong and weighing 90 kgs, you should squat 400 pounds. So I was like, shit, I'm an athlete. Maybe I should try to do that. And guess what I did? Just a couple of months afterwards. So there's somewhere in, what do we have here? I think it was July. We have 148 here, and then slowly getting up as well. Yeah, here my notes are kind of shitty. So 170 for 2 sets of 1 rep, and then was a PR session. PR day. Yeah, my notes are horrible. But here we have it, 177 kg squat, so a shy less of 400 pounds. So 398 pounds, to be completely honest with you. And my deadlift was at 190 kg, so still not where I wanted to be. But what I want to get across is this year, I had 0 fucking back troubles. 0. I'm training 15 times a week. I'm training 36 hours a week minimum. That's the same as Michael Phelps when he trained for the Olympics. 6 days a week, 6 hours a week. That's how much I trained this year. And I had 0 problems. I went to the physio 0 times this year. 0 times. No lower back pain, no quadratus lumborum getting tight, no glutes getting tight, no hamstrings problem. I feel fucking fantastic. Right now I'm doing BJJ from Monday to Wednesday, 3 hours a day. I'm healthy. Why? Because I'm strong. Ask Johnny. Johnny fucking squats. How much you squat?
165.
165 kgs. Holy fucking shit. At the age of 16, and that's why his jumping ability is fantastic. That's why he can do a standing backflip and it looks freaking spectacular. If you're able to squat a lot of weight, your core has better stability. You can produce more force, meaning you can jump higher. It's just, if you train lower body as well, you need to train your squat. If you train it twice per week, do 3 sets of 5, 5 sets of 5, and slowly but surely go up. Think of it as brushing your teeth. You're not gonna get an Olympic medal from brushing your teeth, but you might as well do it if you don't want to fucking lose all your teeth. So if you want a healthy spine, you gotta do some squats and deadlifts. You don't have to break a world record. You just gotta do it. So lower back craves stability, not freaking just stretching it and twisting in all sorts of directions. Which I can also do right now because I'm strong, For a while, the flips 360 felt like shit, man. I'm tearing my back, like it just doesn't feel good. Right now, I'm in the best condition of my life. I can do flips, like I can jump, and I'm fucking very grateful to Dominik, to my physio and the reason why I trusted him was, that's also a good story, is because the motherfucker squats 180 kgs or 190 kgs, so he squats more than me. And I remember very clearly when I read from Pavel Tsatsouline, he does not go to a physio that deadlifts less than him. So I was like, shit, man, Darwin's fucking squatting 190 kgs, he seems fucking healthy and shit, he's a physio, like, why shouldn't I fucking squat that weight? So it just showed me that it's like if he can do it, then I can fucking do it, you know. So I just went there and did it, and I'm extremely grateful to him. And it just, yeah, we achieved impossible, man. In 6 months, my chronic background like went away in 3 months, and I'm back to full working duty, training fucking 30+ hours a week. It's not so much about flexibility. It's not also so much about movement awareness and crawling on the floor and doing spinal waves as much as it is being strong. I'm very flexible in some spots, very not flexible in the other spots. My shoulders are completely asymmetrical. This one has a lot of internal rotations. This one has very little. This one has no internal. This one has a lot. I'm perfectly healthy. I'm always doing handstand push-ups today. They were looking freaking fantastic. 3 sets of 3. I'm weighing 90 kgs, like military press, 70 kgs for reps. All of it is fantastic because, why, Johnny?
Because you're strong.
Because I'm strong. Yeah. So yeah, squats and deadlifts, it's what you gotta do. And very important, guys, when you walk in the gym, leave the ego out. Even though sometimes somebody might be wondering, well, why is this big guy doing 20 kg deadlifts? Just fucking do it. Fuck him, you know, take care of your lower back. This is more important to you. Love yourself, you know. If you don't love yourself, you can't love others. So really make sure that you drop the ego out of the equation, you know. And I even got Dominik as a coach just because I realized, shit, when you're taking care of your own training, you're very subjective. You know, you're the only person who sees this, and that's why I was like, I took all my notes, everything that I had from 3 months of training, and I sent it to Dominik. And as soon as I saw it and I sent it to him, and I saw, whoa, shit, objectively speaking, man, I'm being a shitty coach to myself. Like all the students are, the mentorship is training better than I am because of the ego, because I want to push too hard, I want to achieve things too aggressively, but it's not how it looks. So it's good to have somebody, you know, to tell you, whoa, shit, man, you're pushing too hard, you're getting pain because you're just doing like way fucking too much, like you're training 45 hours a week. Who the fuck does that shit? And your lower back is not conditioned to do it. So slowly but surely we rebuild it with his help, and yeah, that's also the important lesson to learn. No matter how advanced you think you are, it always is fantastic having a good coach, somebody to just supervise you a little bit. So even these days, writing my old sessions and everything, I even adjusted what Dominik gave me, but I definitely took his opinion in consideration and realized he's fucking right. I need to be more methodical about how I train. Even these days, I still take a picture of my week plan. I send it to him just so he sees exactly how many minutes I'm training per week, because I want to be scientific about my shit, so I don't want to leave things to coincidence. You don't have to all of you do this, but yeah, that's why it's important to have a freaking coach, because then you can be healthy. So get strong, get a coach, and get in our new Facebook group. So click the link right here below the video and join the Sky Calisthenics family. Make sure to answer the 3 questions. Take some time and answer them, because otherwise we won't let you in. So really make sure to answer the questions correctly, and then you go into a group of smart people who are willing to train together and share our knowledge and our progress. So yeah, welcome in the community. Click the link right here and welcome to the Sky Calisthenics family. Thank you for your time. Boom.